Just as it is water alone that appears as waves and tides, so does the self alone appear as many universes. The self always shines as unconditioned for the wise and always as conditioned for the ignorant. The distinction between the self and the not-self, body, is unnecessary for the wise. Samadhi, whose other name is knowledge, is the forgetfulness of all mental activity by first making thought changeless and then identifying the consciousness with Brahman. The sun shines on the earthen pot, but as the sun is not destroyed when the earthen pot is destroyed, in the same way the soul gives light to body and the soul is also not destroyed when the body is dead. Our own sense organs are our enemies, but if won over, they turn to be friends. He is truly rich who is fully contented. He has won the world who has won his mind. Youth, wealth and age are unstable like the drops of water on lotus leaves. The annihilation of ignorance is salvation. The charity at right time is precious. Truth is that which helps the living beings. One's own pure mind is the greatest pilgrimage. That is knowledge that helps in getting united to the Brahman. O Lord, even after realizing that the truth that there is no real difference between Jiva and Brahman, I beg to state that I am yours and not that you are mine. The wave belongs to the ocean, not the ocean to the waves. When the same God resides in you, in me and in others, how can you become intolerant and get angry with someone? He is the knower of the self to whom the ideas of me and mine have become quite meaningless. External attachment is attachment to sense objects. Internal attachment is self-identification with the ego and the modifications of the mind. The dispassionate man, absorbingly devoted to Brahman, is alone able to renounce both. He who has known the reality of Brahman cannot continue to feel attachment to this world. Like an image in a dream, the world is troubled by love, hatred and other poisons. So long as the dream lasts, the image appears to be real, but on awaking it vanishes. In consequence of possessing diverse attributes, the supreme existence appears manifold, but when the attributes are annihilated, unity is restored. When a great soul has found perfect tranquility by freeing his mind from all distracting thoughts and completely realizing Brahman, then he no longer needs sacred places, moral disciplines, set hours, postures, directions, or objects for his meditation. His knowledge of the Atman depends upon no special circumstances or conditions. There is a self-existent reality. That reality is the witness of the three states of consciousness. That reality is the knower in all states of consciousness, waking, dreaming, and dreamless sleep. It is the self. The nature of one reality must be known by one's own clear spiritual perception. It cannot be known through a priest or saint. Similarly, the form of the moon can only be known through one's own eyes. How can it be known through others? It is ignorance that causes us to identify ourselves with the body, the ego, the sense, or anything that is not the Atman. He is wise who overcomes this ignorance by devotion to the Atman. Treasure hidden beneath the ground does not come out by merely calling out its name. Treasure is found through competent instruction, excavation, the removal of stones and such other things lying above it. Similarly, the transparent truth of the self, which is hidden by Maya and its effects, is to be attained through the instructions of a knower of Brahman, followed by reflection, meditation and so forth. Truth of the self cannot be attained through perverted arguments. The first step in liberation is the extreme aversion to all perishable things, then follow calmness, self-control and forbearance.